Hi, you guys. It's Yaz. And today I'm going to do a podcast. Somebody requested that I do this podcast, and they wanted to know whatever happens to the flying monkeys. What's the fate of the flying monkeys? We'll understand who the flying monkeys are. Every narcissist has flying monkeys around them. The flying monkeys are generally the enablers of the narcissist. They're the ones who give the narcissist their juice, okay, their power. Because narcissists need to be validated, and the people that validate the narcissist the most are the flying monkeys, okay? They're like a cult, and they support the narcissist regardless of whether that narcissist is toxic or not. And I've had people come back to me and they say, well, why would they, if they know the narcissist is wrong, why are they supporting the narcissist? For a couple of reasons. Number one, they may need the narcissist for something, maybe for, money or some kind of help. Or number two, why the flying monkeys are loyal to the narcissist is because they're afraid of them. A lot of times, flying monkeys are afraid of the narcissist. Now, let's talk about who the flying monkeys, who are they? Look back on your relationship and think about the narcissist that you dealt with. And think about who were the closest people to that narcissist. Was it their toxic family? Those could be the flying monkeys. A lot of times, their family is the flying monkeys. These are the troublemakers behind the narcissist. A lot of times, a narcissist will pick a fight with you out of nowhere. When, let's say, you're getting along with the narcissist and they come home and all of a sudden they start picking a fight with you, you could trust and believe that a flying monkey was in their ear, fire starting the narcissist. So when the narcissist comes at you and they come on strong or they're looking to fight with you, somebody is feeding that narcissist, and it's usually the flying monkeys. Now, keep in mind, the flying monkeys are usually covert narcissists. It could be family, it could be a close friend, it could be coworkers, it could be, their home girl or home guy, somebody who's very, very close to the narcissist, and this person influences the narcissist. See, the flying monkeys will influence the narcissist. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you're in a relationship with a narcissist and the flying monkey is their mother, okay? And let's say that flying monkey, their mother, is a covert narcissist and she doesn't like you, okay? So what is she going to do? She's going to use the narcissist to start trouble between the two of you. This is like your toxic mother-in-law, okay? Classic. And what they'll do is they put little things in the narcissist's head like, I can't believe you put up with that. Or what does she have you doing now? Or what does he have you doing now? Just something like that will start to bother the narcissist and worry them that you're doing something that is causing a narcissistic injury to the narcissist, all right? And what is that narcissist going to do? They're going to grow a real resentment and hatred for you, okay? But they may not come out and tell you what it is because they could be a covert narcissist as well. So they may fight with you about other things. They may fight with you about how clean the house is. They may be a nitpicker. They may be nitpicking about your cooking. They could be nitpicking about how you're acting, or they could pick on your friends or family. That's because the narcissist is angry and somebody was in their ear, and that's the flying monkeys 99% of the time that are causing problems in the background. And a lot of people, they talk about this, and it's true, even more dangerous than the narcissist is those flying monkeys. So if their friends and family don't like you, you got a real problem on your hands. You really do. And especially if you're dealing with a narcissist, because they are influenced by what their friends or family think of you, okay? This could be the flying monkeys. Remember, narcissists are worried about image. So they want everybody to think, they're great and everything's great. And when the flying monkeys start to find, they start to pick on who the narcissist is with, the narcissist is going to grow to hate that person. How do I know? Because I went through this, okay? I was in a marriage dealing with a covert narcissistic mother-in-law who tried to play the good guy and was the fire starter, the troublemaker. And my partner, was moody, would brood, and half the time I never knew what was going on. I never knew what was wrong because he wasn't being transparent with me because he couldn't. He couldn't come back and tell me what his mother was saying because he didn't want me to fight with his mother or he didn't want to cause problems. So he held it all inside. But what he did is he built a resentment towards me because of the little jabs that my ex-mother-in-law used to make, okay? And this is exactly how they do it. This is how the covert narcissists do it. They try to come off like the good guy, like, I just don't want you guys to fight. I just don't want you guys to fight. But then what they do is they pick out little points of things that you may have done and say, oh, that's terrible. I can't believe she did that. Oh, or he did that. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's terrible. You have to live like that. That's all they have to say to fire up the narcissist and fire up your partner and cause problems. So now we're going to talk about the fate of the flying monkeys, right? Now, what happens is narcissists keep the flying monkeys in their life as long as those flying monkeys are serving a purpose. In other words, they keep validating the narcissist. They keep telling them they're right. Maybe they're doing them favors for the narcissist as well. So what happens to the flying monkeys is when you leave, okay, let's say you're with a narcissist, you break up, whatever. Now they're going to go smear you to the flying monkeys. Narcissists will keep the flying monkeys to be their cheering squad. Yeah, you did the right thing. Yeah, you're not wrong. That other person is wrong. Your partner's wrong. You're right. This is what the flying monkeys are going to tell the narcissist, right? But the minute that those flying monkeys challenge the narcissist or go against the narcissist is going to turn on them. See, this is what people don't realize. We talk about narcissistic cults, right? The flying monkeys, the cult behind the main narcissist. But if one of those members turns against the narcissist or challenges the narcissist or does something to the narcissist to cause a narcissistic injury, that narcissist, all loyalty will go out the door, and that narcissist will treat those flying monkeys the same way they're going to treat you, okay? Because narcissists don't want to be challenged. So as long as the flying monkeys are, flattering the narcissist, validating the narcissist, telling the narcissist how great they are, the fate of the flying monkeys is they'll always be there in the corner of the narcissist as long as the narcissist needs them, right? But if the narcissist, let's say, has new people in their life and now they have new flying monkeys, they're not going to need these people, all right? And they'll throw them to the wind. So narcissists are going to keep the people around who are the most loyal to the narcissist, who constantly validate the narcissist and tell them that they are right, they are the best, and they never, ever challenge them. If a flying monkey never challenges the narcissist is going to keep them around. If the flying monkey challenges the narcissist or tells the narcissist they're wrong about something, then that narcissist is going to turn their back on that flying monkey, and they're going to forget about all the good things that flying monkey did for the narcissist. They're not going to care about the past, all that they did by supporting the narcissist. They will turn in a second on a flying monkey the minute that flying monkey disagrees with them, okay? So there is never true loyalty with a narcissist. There's temporary loyalty. They're only loyal as long as you could do something for them. This is what people don't realize. You could have a partner who's narcissistic, and maybe the flying monkey is their best buddy, okay? Their best friend, their best buddy. But what could happen is that could change. That could change, because then there could be a competition between the two of them. Because once you're out of the picture, they got to find another target, right? They got to find somebody else to pick on. See, narcissists, they gang up together and they align for a common enemy. But once that enemy is no more and not around, a lot of times they become competitive amongst themselves, all right? Because somebody has got to be scapegoated. So if you're out of the picture, they got to find a new victim, somebody else to pick on. This is why, even in a family, you could be the scapegoat, and let's say you leave and go no contact with the family because you've been scapegoated. The narcissist, the head narcissist in that family, is going to find a new victim. They're going to find somebody else to pick on and put down, all right? You're no longer in the mix. So that could be one of their flying monkeys that they're going to start to pick on and judge and put down, because they're not, they're going to find things that they're not doing that they going to criticize, right? So once you're no longer the punching bag of the narcissist, they're going to find another punching bag. And that punching bag could be the flying monkeys, all right? Then it could come to a point where now you're out of the picture, and now the narcissist may start picking on the flying monkey. So that's what happens a lot of times with their enablers, all right? That's why they always have to kiss ass. The flying monkeys always have to kiss ass. And we see this all the time in politics, right? There's a ton of covert narcissists going around, and they may not agree with the main narcissist, but they tell them what they want to hear because they're worried about their jobs, they're worried about their position, and they get swayed out of fear, because the narcissist is controlling them out of fear. But the minute that narcissist doesn't need them, they will turn their back and throw them to the wind, all right? Or the minute they feel they can replace that flying monkey with somebody else, they will throw you to the wind. So understand, narcissists are loyal to nobody. The most loyalty that they will show is to their toxic families, because 99% of the time, not all the time, but a lot of times these narcissists come out of toxic families, all right? They came out of families, there could have been trauma, there may not have been trauma, but in their development, they became very narcissistic, okay? So, and even though their family may have been toxic, it's still their family. And if you say anything negative about the narcissist family, they will rip your head off, okay? Even if their family is toxic, it's one thing for them to say something, but most times they're going to be very guarded in what they say because they don't want to deal with shame. Even when it comes to their family, they don't ever want to, bring light that they came from a shameful house. But they'll still be more loyal to that toxic family than they'll ever be loyal to you, all right? How do I know? Because I've lived through these kind of things, you guys. That's how I'm able to describe it so clearly and easily. So understand this. The narcissist and the flying monkeys, what will be of it? Well, they're going to use the flying monkeys for their next victim, or if they don't have a next victim, they're going to use the flying monkeys and they may start attacking the flying monkeys, all right? You see this in business all the time, where we have the boss who's the main narcissist, and then you have the flying monkey who's like the kiss ass to the boss. This is your covert narcissist. And then they pick on somebody else. Now this person leaves the company, and now the main narcissist has to pick on somebody, and now they're going to start picking on the golden one. A lot of times, if they don't have anybody else to pick on, they may pick on them. So they'll fight internally because they don't have an outsider to target. This is what happens, all right? You see it in families, you see it in business, you see it in government, you see it in relationships, all right? That's the same thing. Once you step out of the picture, let's say you break up with that narcissist, You could trust and believe they're going to find somebody else to smear, to lie to manipulate. That's why people think, oh, they look so happy with the new supply. Well, that's what they want you to think, right? They want you to think they're happy with the new supply. Of course, that's why they're going to post they're so happy in the pictures. They're manipulating you to think that, all right? But trust and believe, in time, the narcissist, is going to show their colors, and that new supply and them are going to be at odds. Once the new supply figures out what the narcissist is, and they have boundaries, and they're not going to put up with that nonsense, there's going to be trouble in paradise. And that's when the narcissist is going to look to bounce back to you, okay? They're going to look to come back to you because they're having problems with the new supply, or even if they're not having problems, they may come back to you because they're bored with the new supply, all right? But the flying monkeys, they're dangerous, all right? They're dangerous. That's why I tell people all the time, this is why older people, all right, like your parents, your grandparents, they'll always say, take a good look at the family. I'm giving you gold here, gold. Always look at the family of the narcissist, because this is where they came from. And this tells you a lot about how this person was raised. What was their circumstances? Were they validated? Were they somebody that, felt like there wasn't love? Is their family toxic? Is their family in their ear causing problems? This is what I mean about third parties always causing a problem. This is triangulation, because narcissists all the time love to triangulate. A lot of times you're not just battling with the narcissist, you're battling the narcissist and their entourage. That could be their toxic friends, family. These are the flying monkeys, the enablers. So you're fighting an army. You're not just fighting one person, but they don't tell you that. Because it's like this, you guys. The minute that you have a fight with a narcissist, let's say you're married to them or you're living with them, and you have a fight, the minute you walk out that door, that narcissist is going to be on the phone with the flying monkeys, ripping you to shreds, okay? And those flying monkeys are going to be the cheering squad saying, they're going to be ripping you up as well, okay? So now you got the flying monkeys trying to tell the narcissist how to treat you like shit and how to not put up with your boundaries. And you're not just fighting the narcissist, you're fighting those enablers that are in the narcissist's ear. And that's how it works. So what happens to the flying monkeys down the road? They'll either stick with the narcissist, all right, as long as they keep, appeasing them and telling them what they want to hear. Or if they have a falling out with the narcissist, the narcissist will throw them to the wind if they don't need them, and they have new flying monkeys. That could be a new best friend that they're buddy with. This happens too. Narcissists may have a new buddy that they start buddying up with, and now they're not calling you anymore as a friend. All right. And they throw you to the wind because they have somebody new in their cheering squad to tell them how great they are. The way they change partners, they like to change friends and change everything. So that's what happens. The flying monkeys will either stay in the narcissist's life as long as they serve a purpose, or they will be thrown to the wind if the narcissist can replace them as well. All right. And they don't need them. So I hope that helps you. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. I have limited time, you guys, because I'm working on another big project. Also, TikTok is The Game Exposed. Facebook, I have a new Facebook page. It's called Narcissism Info by Yaz. It's facebook.com/thegameexp777. Instagram is thegameexp123. And YouTube is The Game Exposed Podcast. And have a great day, guys.